It's September and I'm already struggling around Halloween because the cult increases the torture starting in September all the way up to the end of Halloween, where they use Halloween themes basically around death, of course, and murder and torture, and the mind control messages too. But so many really grotesque things that are echoed in the Halloween decorations that are out in the world. But cult uses it in real ways. And so it is incredibly triggering of trauma and torture and murder that the cult does with so many of the Halloween decorations and costumes. Like I will often see, say, a cut off hand, a replica of it. Cult did that when they murdered. I see people wearing black cloaks and a mask or not a mask. Cult did that, wearing black cloaks when they would torture. I see people putting out skulls and skeletons. Cult would use actual skulls and skeletons from people that they had killed before they grind down the bones. They did keep some, but to drink out of, to eat out of, they did really, really grotesque things. And they would put lights in skulls, but also after they had just killed someone, decapitated them, took out some of the matter, most of it, cut out around the eyes, nose, mouth. It's absolutely disgusting what cult does. There are so many grotesque, absolutely grotesque, horrific things that they do. And so many of the decorations and things around Halloween go directly back to cult torture. They use spiders. They dump spiders on us. They force us to eat spiders. They put spiders in as much as they can in all our orifices, and other bugs too. But spiders are used in Halloween decorations and cobwebs. No wonder Halloween is such a horrifically hard time for so many cult torture survivors. There's so much that brings us back to the trauma that is out in the world and replicating it. And I wonder how intentional that is. But also, it worries me how much more violent the many of the decorations have gotten over the years, but how closely it replicates what happens in cult torture and what is actually done in cult torture. It is so triggering. Like, trigger means it brings us back down to the trauma, right? It brings us to actual memories that we see, that we feel, that we smell, that we hear, that we taste, or emotional flashbacks of the terror and the pain and the trauma, body memories where we feel it. It's a really, really hard night, but it's hard all the way from September until the end of Halloween, when it's the worst night, one of the worst nights of the year. Not the worst, but one of the worst, one of a few. And it can feel like a struggle to get through. And there's so many survivors, myself included, who have such a harder time this time of year. So if you know a cult torture survivor and you love them or care about them, it's a good idea to be as gentle as possible with them this time of year, or to remind them that they have safety with you, or that they are safe, that you love them. To be able to hear them if you can, if they need to talk about the things. I have tried over the years to make Halloween easier. I still have so much trauma from it, and I still get so scared and so triggered and have so many memories come up and just struggle. But the last few years, with the four girls who I read to almost every night, um, I would go out with them on Halloween, and it was really, really triggering. But so I would draw on parenting and mother parts of me, and protector parts and wise parts, to be out with them. And I could handle it because I love them, but it's hard. And I would also try to make it feel happier or stronger or easier by, like, putting on a Superman costume or fairy wings to help me feel a little happier or a little safer, or like I'm reclaiming it. And I did the same thing with my dog Petal. I put her in a fairy outfit and the Wonder Woman outfit, trying to reclaim it. But there is so much trauma around Halloween and so much torture. It's a lot to reclaim. So I'm struggling a little. maybe a cult survivor you know is too. And it might be a good idea to check in or just see how they're doing.